Hello and welcome everyone. Let's set up Elasticsearch and Kibana using Docker. So we'll use, without a further ado, let's start. We will use Docker Compose file, um, Docker Compose to bring up both of these services. Um, yeah, let's use the version of Docker Compose 3.8 and then the services that we want to bring. Um, Elasticsearch and then the image of Elasticsearch image. I'll go with um, 8.8.0 and ports. So we just want to expose this default 9200 port to my local, and I'll pass some environment variables. Um, so this is something setting up the single node, and apart from that, so the security is enabled. So this will bring up the Elasticsearch for us, and the next one we want to use is the another service that we want to use is Kibana. Okay, so just to bring up Kibana, we need an image for Kibana. I'll just get an image from the official image from the website. So it's gonna give me docker.elastic.co. I should have it here. Kibana slash Kibana colon 8.8.0. So I'm just trying to align both the versions of Elasticsearch and Kibana. Once that is done, um, just same way, port of Kibana, um, 5601 default port. We will map it to the same 5601 of the container, and we will give environment, and in an environment we'll give so Elasticsearch host. So we are passing the Elasticsearch host. Let's pass it as a list because depending upon the node we may be passing different ones. So what I'll do is I'll just pass the same host that we have. We're going to use the container http slash elasticsearch colon that is running on 9200. Yep, so this should give us the setup just to get the Elasticsearch and Kibana running. Let me just do um, I'll just spin up the containers, Docker compose, and then I'll just keep it as all so that I can see all the logs. So it's creating a default network. Um, yep. So the reason behind this is I already had that image is downloaded. Elasticsearch and Kibana downloaded 8.0, 8.0, and both of them were already there in my machine. So, which um, it did not went through the process of creating and going all those. Okay, once this is up, what we'll do is we will I'll open an incognito, and then on an incognito tab, what we'll do is we will see 9200. Okay, it's still in progress. Let's give it a while. Yep. So Elasticsearch is up. Yep. So we could see the output as the version and then the build type. We're using Docker. Now, once we do that, while the Kibana is going on, okay, our Kibana is going on and it's running on port 5601. Um, so while this is going on, I'll just run some of the Elasticsearch basic Postman so that we can create some. So what I'll do is I'll create an index in the Elasticsearch with the name users. Send. Yep. So it says the index has been created. Once the user, so it's just a put mapping to create an index. The name of the index is on the path variable. Once that is done, what I'll do is I'll add a user on that index, so we get a response. Um, so once again, I'll do an Elasticsearch user with two email address as two and send it. Let's see. So we've got two of them now. I just want to search all the users. Okay. Yep. So I just want to search all the users. I can get it using the same one. So the search are pretty fast. So you could see the source have given us underscore source. So we've got two values from the Elasticsearch. Now let's access our Elasticsearch using Kibana. Well, the Kibana should be up now. Um, so we map the Kibana to 5601. Right. So accessing Kibana. There you go. We are not worried about this. Um, so what I'll do is for Kibana, we'll go into DevTools, and from here, what I will do is I will query. Yep, this is running on our. This is the one that we brought as of our Docker container, and then what I'll do is get um, users, right? So we've got users, and then we want to search for a list of users. So as easy as it is, just run a query on DevTools. So that's the response that we can get. So we've got two users, and then we could see the values there. Let's add one more users from here as an email as 3 and then ID as 3. Okay, so we added a user in Elasticsearch. Once that's been added, um, it should be reflected in Kibana because we are making a call to the sim index. So, yep. So as easy as it is, this Elasticsearch has been integrated to Kibana. We can use Kibana for a lot different purposes as well. So th this is one of the use case for connecting to Elasticsearch and getting the results. But yeah, so just a recap on what we did. Um, we just pulled two Docker images, Elasticsearch and Kibana. So once you build up, so yeah, we can even pass depends on so that um, the Elasticsearch always runs first, followed by Kibana because we're passing that URL to it. Okay, so yeah, the first one we just bring up the Elasticsearch. Once the Elasticsearch is up, then we brought up the Kibana, pass the same Elasticsearch host, the container host to Kibana, and then yeah, we just we the as it our Elasticsearch and Kibana is up and running. Once that is up and running, we just um, we created an index, added a user to that index, and then did a search on that index. So that's pretty much, and we were able to access the Elasticsearch and Kibana from the UI in different ports. Thanks, guys. I hope you like it. Thank you very much.